Now, the higher education sector has been thrown into disarray with the temporary stoppage of the implementation of the new university funding model. The High Court today issued conservatory orders halting its implementation a year after the model was introduced. The stoppage comes as the government moved to address concerns about the criteria used to place students in bands for funding. Brenda Wanga has more.
The High Court's decision to slam the brakes on President William Ruto's controversial university funding model, albeit temporarily, is the latest hurdle in the implementation of the system that has faced more criticism than support from various education stakeholders. The Kenya Human Rights Commission and the Elimu Bora Working Group, Boaz Weruku and the Students' Caucus had sought the court's intervention last year to stop the government from implementing the model, terming it discriminatory, arbitrary, obscure, expensive, undefined and illegal.
Last year, we admitted students using this model. And what this model has done is that we have taken the amount that we are funding our universities from an average of 45 billion shillings every year to 82 billion shillings every year.
The model was one of the early changes that the president made in the education sector following recommendations of the Presidential Working Party on education reforms. The president introduced a 5-tier system of funding that categorizes students based on their perceived financial needs. Those students from the most vulnerable household would receive full funding in form of scholarships and loans, while the less needy would get less funding in forms of scholarships and more loans.
Yes.
This model, however, ran into headwinds on its rollout, with students, parents and stakeholders finding fault with the criteria used to place students in financing bands, as well as hiking the cost of courses for learners.
We shall also submit a petition to the court and to the parliament to challenge the implementation for this model, because where we are seeing this committee.
The hue and cry from the stakeholders over this has seen university students stage protests, with the government at pains to explain the model and get the buy-in of the stakeholders.
It is not. University chancellors are here. Vice chancellors are here. I don't know whether university vice chancellors are here. Who is willing to tell us that there is a difference? Yeah? Yeah, they are here. There is a difference. And this new model recognizes that a course in medicine costs 600,000 to train. A course in education costs 180,000 to train. And therefore, for a student doing medicine, Government of Kenya gives more for the student doing medicine.
The complaints have also seen the government form a 129-man committee to review the model and refine it to address the concerns around its implementation, particularly on the parameters used to categorize students in funding bands. The means testing instrument, which assesses household income levels and other factors, has also been criticized as an unreliable measure of a family's true financial situation. The High Court has stopped the implementation of the model pending the hearing of the case in December this year. The suspension of the model further throws a spanner in the works for the sector that is already grappling with a myriad of challenges.
I saw it in social media. I need to see what the court order really reads, what was stopped. Because you see, the university funding model was implemented last year. It is on its second year. So I need to read to see what was stopped. Yeah. What do they say they are stopping?
Brenda Wanga, Citizen TV.